Certain people, often well enough liked, genial souls whom one is always glad to meet, yet who have the faculty of disappearing without being missed. Crutchley was one of them. It wasn't until his name was mentioned casually that evening at the store gates that most of us remembered we hadn't seen him for the last year or two.
Yes, I remember. I was talking to old Crutchley at the time.
Oh, he's awfully sweet. I always liked him. Wasn't it queer? He seems to have dropped completely out of things.
For the last year or two, he's been living very quietly with his people in Norfolk.
Oh, really?
I heard from him only the other day, as a matter of fact.
Oh, I never.
I wonder why he's chosen to efface himself. He was rather a lamb in his way. I used to adore that shiny black hair of his, which always made me think of patent leather.
It's as white as the ceiling now.
Pardon?
I said it's as white as the ceiling now.
Oh, no. We're speaking of Simon Crutchley.
Simon Crutchley. I mean Simon Crutchley.
But that lovely, sleek hair. What happened? Did he have a nervous breakdown?
Something like that.
Biotex, the new soak and pre-wash powder, presents Beyond Midnight by Michael McCabe.
In this series of programs, ladies, it's our intention to talk to you about Biotex and promote it to you for the laundry. We've made claims that Biotex will get rid of the stubbornest stains just by soaking. I dare say, like others, you feel a bit skeptical about these claims, and so we've been collecting letters from ladies who use Biotex, just to quote to you from time to time in order to authenticate our advertisement. And Mrs. O'Duff of Beach Road, Sea Point in the Cape wrote and said that Biotex is a very welcome product for the household. Biotex has a unique quality that it does what it claims to do. Mrs. Dove finished by saying, I have proved your claims about Biotex and am delighted with the results. And then Mrs. Rita Stewart of Hans Stradham Avenue, Littleton, Transvaal, said, we have tried your Biotex for all our children's clothes and also white underclothing, and we're absolutely amazed at the change in their appearance. And I can assure you, said Mrs. Stewart, that I will be a regular user of Biotex. So, buy Biotex for yourself and your laundry.
Darn cold, isn't it?
Good of your hand there, share your cab like this.
So our ways lie in the same direction. There was a method in my madness, Price, old man. I wanted to ask you about Crutchley.
Oh.
I smell a story.
Yes. It's a queer and rather terrible story. There's even one bit that he couldn't or wouldn't tell. So no one but he knows what the sight was that sent him off his head for 6 months and turned his hair as white as snow. The night's young yet. Come to my place and have a drink. I'll tell you all I know. Driver. Anyway, he was greatly interested in Joan of Arc, you see, and decided to go over to France to work, as it were, on the spot. I don't know if you like Rouen. Crutchley was delighted with it. He found a hotel practically undiscovered by the English and the Americans. L'Hôtel d'Avignon. It stands halfway down one of those old-world streets near the Gare de la Rue Jeanne d'Arc. Crutchley liked it immediately and decided to stay. It was out of season. There were plenty of rooms. It was a hotel where many ate but few slept. Crutchley then had a choice of rooms on the first floor.
Monsieur?
Well, this seems... There's a little garden out here.
Oui, monsieur. The hotel is very old. It is built onto the side of the hill. The garden...
And the garden's a story about the street. Oh, I care for this. It won't get much sun, will it, there? Well, that's a plane tree, isn't it?
Monsieur?
Yes, I think it is. It's very quiet.
Reminds me of some of the little squares in Windsor Court.
Oui, monsieur.
Yes, please. I should like this room. Please arrange for my luggage to be sent up. I'm a writer, you see, and garden appeals to me as a place to work.
It never occurred to our friend that a square, enclosed on all sides by brick and almost completely starved of sunlight, would be something of an unhealthy place. He was quite fascinated. The very next day, he took pen and writing materials, and sitting on one of the decrepit paint-peeling seats, he started on his study of the Maid of Orleans. To begin with, his writing wasn't successful. I think Crutchley mistook the almost unnatural silence for peace. Instead, the lack of noise bred in him an indefinable restlessness. It was almost a relief to break off from his labors and go out into the little town. Crutchley had 5 days at the hotel, 5 fruitless days as far as work went, when something strange happened. It was his habit to undress in the dark because his window was overlooked by dozens of others. One night, he was smoking and stepping into his pajama trousers when he wandered over the window and looked out.
Plane tree might be carved out of jade. Nothing stirring at all.
He looked down to the old green seat where he tried to work only that morning. With a faint, unreasonable thrill and a slight tingling of the nostrils, he realized that someone was sitting there.
It's a woman.
Yes, a woman. She sat with her head turned away. One arm was thrown along the sloping back of the seat. He said that her attitude was one of extreme dejection, of abject and complete despair.
Woman? This time of night? Can't see. I could never see her face. Not even from one of the windows on the western side. Scarf she's wearing hides completely. You can never know the sorrows of others. So many people in this world in every country. Alone. Crutchley, you're a romantic. Probably one of the chambermaids had a tiff for the head waiter. No, she doesn't look.
And then he went to bed, but made no effort to sleep. Instead, he lay there, his mind full of the woman and her attitude upon the old leaning seat. He had a definite and urgent temptation to go out and look at her, to use force, if necessary, in turning her face, so that he might look into her eyes. Finally, he could bear it no longer.
She's gone. Yes, I didn't expect her to sit there all night, did you, Crutchley? Come in.
Good morning, monsieur.
Good morning.
You sleep well, monsieur?
I got so. Well, I tell you what, I've been meaning to ask you for the last week. Can I have a harder pillow?
Monsieur?
Pillow. Harder. I'm sorry, my French is about as good as my Lithuanian. I don't speak that at all. Pillow. This thing here. Harder.
Ah, oui, oui.
Yeah, thanks. Oh, one more thing. Who's the lady who sits out there in the garden late at night? I mean, I say sits. Well, she was there last night anyway. Somehow, though, I did have the feeling that she might go there often. Who is she? A sort of sad-looking woman.
The chambermaid turned towards the window. Our friend saw a rapid movement of her right hand. It was done very quickly. Just the touch of her forefinger on her brow and a rapid fumbling of fingers at her breast. But he knew she had made the sign of the cross.
There isn't a lady staying in the ice, monsieur. Monsieur has been mistaken. Will monsieur take coffee or the English tea?
Darling, let's go out and paint the town red.
But what about your headache?
Oh, that's gone. Grandpa headache powders did the trick.
Grandpa headache powders kill pain, soothe strained nerves, and lift depression. Grandpa headache powders are extra effective because they have a triple action. Grandpa headache powders work extra fast because they dissolve almost immediately. Get fast, effective relief from any pain, all pain. Get Grandpa headache powders.
Grandpa.
That's all you have to do. Soak, just for an hour or two you'll find things look as good as new when you use new Biotex.
Amazing new Biotex acts with a biological action to soak out the stubbornest stains and loosen dirt. New Biotex is great for all textiles and synthetics, whites and colors. It contains no bleach. Get amazing new Biotex today and let soaking do the washing.
The wine list, monsieur.
Oh, thank you, Pierre. Thanks.
Are you quite comfortable in your room, sir?
No, quite thank you.
There is a very pleasant room in the front, sir. It's quite so big, and then there is the sun. Perhaps you like it better, sir, huh?
The white wine there, please. How do you pronounce it, Pierre?
Le Cromertin, monsieur. Oh, good choice, very good. The room, sir. In the front,
No, thanks. No, I shouldn't get a wink of sleep. You see, none of your motor traffic seems to be equipped with silencers. With trams, motor horns, and market cars bumping about all over the place across those cobbles, I should never get any peace.
Very good, monsieur.
Somebody on the trail of something queer here. The chambermaid's been talking to him, obviously. I wonder what's wrong. What they think is wrong.
Crutchley forgot about it for a little while and tucked into the very excellent food they served at l'Hôtel d'Avignon. When the head waiter returned to his table, though, with the wine, he reopened the subject.
Why do you want me to change my room?
I do not wish for you to change your room if you are satisfied, monsieur.
Well, when I am not satisfied, I say so. So, why do you think I may not be?
I only wish for you to be more comfortable, sir. There is no sun behind the house. It is better to be where the sun comes sometimes. Besides, I think monsieur is one who sees.
The head waiter's last remark seemed cryptic, but our friend let it go. He didn't feel like discussing the sad lady he'd seen at any length with Pierre. During the afternoon and evening, Crutchley tried to work. He was incapable of concentration now. He knew, and he was angry with himself because he knew, that he was eking out his patience until night came, in the hope of seeing once more that still figure of despair in the garden. Before he even reached the window, he knew he would see her sitting in the same place. He was unable to explain, even to himself, why he knew. It was midnight. She was there. As before, and Crutchley felt his eagerness mingled with an indescribable fear. He seemed to hear a cry of warning from the honest workaday world into which he had been born. He said it was like starting on a voyage, feeling no motion from the ship, and then being suddenly aware of the spreading space of water between the vessel and the quay.
Madam, look at me. Madam, let me see your face.
Monsieur. Where are you going, sir?
What the devil's got to do with you?
The devil, eh? Bien, monsieur. I think perhaps he has something to do with it. You will please have the goodness to return to your room. No, not the room which you have left, sir. That is not a good room. But come with me, I shall show you another.
What do you mean by interfering with me? It's not a prison or an asylum. I'm going to the garden for a breath of fresh air before I go to sleep.
That, sir, is impossible. The air of the garden is not good at night. Besides, the doors are locked, and the patron, he have the keys.
You're blasted insolent, that's what you are. Tomorrow I'll report you. Now get out of my way. Did you for a thief because I leave my room at midnight? Never mind. I can reach the garden from my window. What do you think you're doing, man?
Monsieur, bon Dieu has sent me to save you. I have waited tonight because I know you must try to enter the garden. Have I your permission to enter your room with you and speak with you a little while?
This is bedlam. Oh, if you must.
I do not think she is there, sir, because I am here and I do not see. Monsieur is the one who sees, as I tell him this morning. But he will not see her when he is with one who does not see.
What are you talking about? Who is she?
Who she is, I cannot say, sir.
And the head waiter blessed himself with quick, nervous fingers.
But who she was, I can perhaps tell you.
Do you mean to try and tell me she's what they call a ghost, apparition, or some blasted thing?
It does not matter what one calls her, monsieur. She is here sometimes for certain who are able to see her. Monsieur wishes very much to see her face. Monsieur must not see it. There was one who looked 5 years ago, and another perhaps 7, 8. The first he make die after 2-3 days. The other, he is still mad. That is why I come to save you, monsieur. There was in this town a notary of the name Lebrun. And in a village halfway from here to Dieppe is a grand chateau in which there lived a lady, une jeune fille, with a father and mother. And the lady was very beautiful, but not very good, monsieur.
Well, go on. Though I don't quite see what this has to do with...
You will, please. Eh bien, Monsieur Lebrun fell in love with her. I think she loved him too, better as all the others. So he make application for her hand. But he was bourgeois and she was aristocrat. He had not so very much money, and the application, it was refused. And so they find for her another husband who she loved not, and she finds herself someone else, and there is divorce. And she have many lovers, for she was very beautiful, but not so very good. For 10 years, perhaps, she make her beauty to make slaves of men, and one he made kill himself because of her. But she does not mind. And all the time, Monsieur Lebrun, he does not marry because he could not love another woman. But at last, this lady, she have a dreadful accident. It is a lamp which blow up and hurt her face. In those days, the surgeons did not know how to make new features. Oh, it was dreadful, monsieur. She had been so lovely, and now she have nothing left except just the eyes. And she go about wearing a long, thick veil because she have become terrible to see. And her lovers, they no longer love. And she have no husband because she have been divorced.
Well? What happened? You mean she's the one?
Monsieur Lebrun, he write to her father, and once more he make offer for her hand. The father, he is willing because she no longer very young and she is terrible to see. But the father, he's a man of honor, monsieur, and he insist.
Let Monsieur Lebrun see her face before he decides if he still wish her in marriage. So a meeting is arranged, and her father and her mother bring her here to this hotel. The lady come with them wearing her thick veil. She insists to see Monsieur Lebrun alone. So she wait out there in the garden. Love is not always what we think it. Well, perhaps Monsieur Lebrun think all the time that his love goes deeper than her beauty, and when he see her dreadful, changed face, he find out the truth. Perhaps when she put aside the veil, she see that he flinch. But Monsieur Lebrun, he walk out alone, and she stays sitting on the seat down there. And presently her mother and her father come, but she does not speak or move. And in her hand they find a little empty bottle, monsieur.
She...
All her life she lived for love. Lebrun is the last of her lovers. When he no longer love, then that is the last of everything. She had bring the bottle with her in case he does not love. So, it happened a long time ago. And now perhaps Monsieur understand why perhaps it is better he sleep in the front of the building tonight and change his hotel tomorrow.
But why did she come back?
How do we know, monsieur? She's a thing of evil. When her face was lovely, while she lived, she used it to destroy men. Now she still uses it to destroy, but otherwise. She has some great evil power which draw those who can see her. They feel they must not rest until they have looked upon her face. And that face is not good to look upon.
Another drink handy, old man?
No thanks. Listen, that can't be all. Poor old Crutchley. But that can't be all.
No, it isn't quite all. I wish that it were. Crutchley was scared. He changed his room, and the next day he moved out. He went to another hotel, tried to work, but couldn't. The horror of the thing had a fascination for him. And the next night, as it started to get dark, he asked himself why he shouldn't go and look. He was compelled.
Why shouldn't I go and see? It couldn't hurt me. Not if I look from a distance.
He didn't realize that she was drawing him to her. He went to the L'Hôtel d'Avignon. He walked around the building twice and then walked straight in through the swing doors as if he still stayed there. He went to the first floor and found one of the doors that led into the walled garden. It was late and the door was unlocked. He just stood there, staring in horror at that which sat upon the seat. He was drawn like a moth to a candle flame.
Madam, please look at me. Madam, let me see your face. Madam, please look at me. Madam, I know your story and I pity you. Allow me to see your face.
He was lost. He knew it. The power was too strong for him. He bent over her.
I mean...
That's the part Crutchley can't really describe. There weren't any features left in her face. But it wasn't just that. It was something much worse, much more subtle. Something happened, I know, before his sense left him. Poor devil, he couldn't tell me. He's getting better, though. Nerves still in shreds, of course. And he has one or two peculiar aversions.
What are they?
He can't bear to be touched. Or to hear anybody laugh.
Now, ladies, we're speaking about biotechs in a series of programs, and Mrs. E.B. Granger of Gordon Road, Heathfield in the Cape, wrote to say that she decided to try our biotechs just to see if it lived up to our claims. And she said, I bought a packet, and lo and behold, it actually did just what the advert said. I'm so proud of the children's white shirts, the hankies, and the underwear that I want to say it will be biotechs for me every washing day from now on. Some of my family's accessories were left with slight stains, but now, thanks to biotech soaking, they come out white, and the stains do go away, as you say. Now, that is the statement from Mrs. Granger of Heathfield of the Cape, and it bears out what we have been saying to you, ladies, ever since biotechs first came on the market. We said to you, it is different to any washing product that you've ever used before. We claim that the stubborn stains will vanish, and people like Mrs. Granger bear out our claims. Remember, biotechs.
Beyond Midnight is presented every Friday night at 9:30 by Biotex, the new soak and pre-wash powder. The program is adapted for broadcasting and produced by Michael McCabe.
The House of Unspeakable Secrets. Leslie Phillips in Ernest Dudley's 8-part comic strip thriller. Episode 5, Cold Blood. That famous Mayfair hairdresser Hilaire is also a secret agent employed by Major Selby. The eccentric Major plans to kidnap a wartime Nazi named Josef. Hilaire has fallen in love with Caresse Neville, but learns that she has been murdered and accuses Selby of killing her. He denies it and reveals that Caresse was a blackmailer using a secret film camera at her flat.
You don't want to see any more?
No.
Okay. That's it. I could play with it all night. You got the message? All I have to do is show them this.
Them?
Police. What more proof will they need?
I don't know what you mean.
They're looking for you. You were the last to see her alive. You murdered her. The letter to his nibs? Jealousy.
Blackmail?
Unless you do as I say, I'll frame you with her murder. You meant to sell me up the river with Julaine.
It wasn't that. It seems that I don't know where I am with you.
I know where you will be. In the nick.
You may find yourself there instead, murdering spy.
Much more from you. I'll blow your head off.
Oh, yes, reach for your gun. Add another corpse to the list.
I tell you, I didn't kill her.
And you know I didn't, but that won't stop you from handing me over to the police.
Yeah, where are you going?
If you want to know, back to my flat. And if the police want to know, in bed.
Stay where you are.
Oh, shut up shouting at me.
Come back.
Oh, go to hell.
Should have shot him in the back. All right, you can come out. He's gone.
I think I heard him.
All right, Miss Neville, or whatever your name is.
You can call me Caresse, now that we're going to be friends.
Friends, nothing.
Have it your way.
Anyhow, I conned him into believing you're out of the game.
Took it quite badly. Really rather touching.
I'd like to take you apart when I have the time. See what really makes you tick.
You wouldn't recognize it if you saw it.
What do you mean?
Work it out. When you have the time.
Now get this. One false move and it'll be the chop. No kidding this time.
Oh, I thought we'd been into that.
You're on my side now because you have to be. You're the sort who's ruined this racket. No loyalty.
Loyalty? Who's talking? Who's that?
Chap with the car. Round the back. Wait here. I'll check.
You do that. Come on. Come on. That you. Listen. I'm moving out. Playing it his way for now. We'll contact you. Same time, same place. He's coming back.
It was him. Car's waiting by the fire escape. First sign of any tricks, you're dead meat.
Charming.
My chap's got his orders. He'll act on them.
So long, Major. Oh, my handbag. Fun knowing you. In a grisly kind of way.
I wonder. Hello, where were you, asleep? Well, who do you think? Wake up. Just pushed off. Don't worry, she'll be taken care of. Not yet. Someone else I've got to look in on before I call her today. I'm going along there now. Come on, stir your stumps. Oh, Madame Hilaire?
Who are you? Has something happened to my son?
I'm Major Selby.
Oh, where's Hilaire? He phoned me from his flat.
I'm sure he did. Say he was sleeping there after all.
Yes, the girl was dead.
I wonder, Madame Hilaire, if I might come in. Just a very brief chat.
Well, is he all right?
Safely tucked in bed.
Oh.
I appreciate the hour's late, but,
I'm awake, so what does it matter?
sorry to have disturbed you.
Come in.
Many thanks.
Don't you bother about sleep yourself.
When I can.
Oh.
Martyr to insomnia, since I got a bit shot up in the last little party.
Party?
The war, you know.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Your husband was killed, wasn't he?
Yes.
That's what's disappointed me about Hilaire, really.
What do you mean?
Oh, his father, a soldier who gave his life fighting...
My husband was a barber who didn't know one end of a step gun from the other.
Sten gun.
And didn't want to.
Still, he was doing his duty.
If his fool of a colonel hadn't insisted he must be shaved in the middle of a dive bomb attack. Anyway, what's it matter? It's all past now.
Oh, quite.
Until next time. Would you like some coffee, Major?
Major will do.
Oh, yes, you told me. You prefer to be unmentionable.
No coffee, thanks. It's, next time which Hilaire can help try to prevent.
How can he help prevent the next war?
Well, we can all play our part, some more than others.
You sound like one of those MPs. I think all politicians should be shot. Then there will be no war. That is logic. Have some tea, then. I am going to.
Well, if you are, Madame Hilaire.
Go on talking. I can hear you from the kitchen.
This is what I wanted to see you about. The duty your son owes.
To you?
No, to his country.
He's my son. But he's not a boy. He's a grown-up man. Why don't you talk to him?
Well, you're a bit upset.
Because the girl has been murdered. He wasn't. Well, he thought he was in love with her.
She was a blackmailer, a spy.
She was murdered because of that?
She's not dead. She's alive.
But where is she?
Getting out of London fast as she can.
Where to? Look out! What's the matter with you? You're half asleep.
I'm okay.
Take it easy, will you?
Driving fast helps keep me awake.
Well, there must be somewhere we can stop for some coffee.
So you can slip me a knockout drop. I'm stepping on it, I tell you.
Well, let me drive.
Leave it to me. We'll get there.
Told me all this, Major. You trusted me. Can't you trust Hilaire?
It's the girl. When I cottoned onto her game, I had to persuade her to switch sides. I was afraid Hilaire would attempt to find her. Why I pretended she was dead.
It all seems very confused.
Control confusion, Madame Hilaire. And I'm in control.
And I don't know that you made it much clearer to me. Everybody's spying on everybody else spying. It's not getting anyone anywhere, is it?
Oh, spying? Espionage isn't meant to get anyone anywhere. Well, not exactly. It's a profession. Anyhow, you agree that after all, he is in honor bound.
Oh, I can't say that to him. He gets it once you've been to see me.
Well, he mustn't know that.
I will put it to him that he started the job. Why not finish it? That will appeal to him. He likes to say he never begins anything he can't finish. And in return, you promise me.
When the Yosef file is closed, Hilaire will be through.
All right.
And not to go near Dulaine. Won't be responsible for anything happening to him if he does.
He won't speak to Lord Delaine now, I am sure. But what about Careth Neville?
As far as he's concerned, she stays dead.
She may change her mind. Women do and decide to see him again.
She won't.
Don't you worry about her.
Listen, will you? I know this road. There's a hell of a corner.
I'm not bothered.
You crazy?
I'll get a real kick out of this.
Slow down. The corner.
I believe you're scared.
Slow down.
Good morning, Lord Lane.
Morning. Nice quick trip.
Helicopter's very handy, sir. I've got my report.
In triplicate?
Yes, I remembered this time.
No risk of the story getting out?
Definitely not.
No newspaper men on the scene? No photographers?
Not one. I took over on arrival. Local police collaborated. Car removed promptly. It might never have happened.
Good. Now, let's have the report.
Proceeded by helicopter to outskirts Lower Marlow village, arriving 8:12 hours. Viewed scene of accident. Established that car jag marked C9, number BL16Q, crashed corner approaching Lower Marlow Bridge. Rolled down riverbank, burst into flames.
Horrible thing.
Yes, sir. Vehicle totally burned out. 2 passengers, 1 man, 1 woman, both burnt beyond recognition.
How were they identified?
Oh, yes, got a good point there. In the case of the man, he wore a nickel-plated wristwatch, West German manufacture, inscribed with number corresponding to silver identification disc worn around neck, number Z4040SF.
Careless of him. One of that lot, all right?
Yes, sir. And his passenger? The woman, sir. 1 white doeskin handbag thrown clear of vehicle, containing items of makeup, etc., money and checkbook. Name of bank, London Central, Park Lane branch. Account in name of Neville, Caress, Miss. Address 24 Fountain Street, West 1.
You have been doing your homework.
Inside handbag lining, we'll find item 1, .38 midget special, fully loaded.
I say.
File containing 1 cyanide capsule.
Really?
To be taken as directed, 1 only. And this little lot, sir.
Photographs, eh? Looks interesting.
Slept them in my pocket. Thought it better if even the police didn't see them.
Let's take a look. That was very bright of you, Reynolds. You, have you seen these?
What, sir?
Recognize that face?
You bet I do, sir. I recognize it and no mistake.
Oh, Ella, darling, Mrs. Fitzgeorge wants her appointment tomorrow morning instead of this morning.
What time?
11:30. I've looked in your appointments book. You are clear.
Will do.
Would you like me to cut your appointments this afternoon?
No, why?
I just thought you ought to try and get some rest. You look tired.
I'm fine, Mother. No, don't fuss. Look, you didn't get much sleep yourself.
I feel as chirpy as a bird.
Well, that's good. You look to me as if you've got something on your mind.
But what could I have on my mind?
You're wearing a certain expression.
Yes? Oh, well. Where are you going? You've got another client.
Not for half an hour. I thought I'd go for a walk in Hyde Park.
Don't be silly, dear. It'll take you half an hour to cross Park Lane, all the morning traffic.
Oh, well, I think some fresh air might help.
Ella, actually, I was hoping we might have had a little chat.
What is it?
About all that has been going on.
There is something on your mind.
I suppose I am rather worried.
You ought never to have been involved, Mother. I blame myself. I shouldn't have let you.
It wasn't your fault, darling. Anyway, let's talk it over at lunchtime.
Nothing else happened last night?
No, it's just that you're still going out.
Yes, I'll be back on time.
I wonder where he's off to.
Good morning. You here? I didn't expect you'd still be around.
Why not?
After what happened.
Still needs to be an hall porter.
Except when you're really wanted. Early this morning, for instance.
You mean poor Miss Neville?
Oh, Miss Neville. Hell of a lot you cared.
I can't be in 2 places, besides.
Besides what?
Well, she was on the other side.
That's the major story. And do you know something? I don't believe it.
Where are you going?
Up to a flat, of course.
You haven't got a key.
That won't stop me.
But you can't.
Nor will you. In fact, since you're here, you can take me up in the lift.
Take you up?
Yes, come on.
I don't know that I'm all that clued up on what did happen. Except that she got her chips, and the Major was here at the time.
Oh, yes, he was here, all right.
Here we are, then.
Thanks.
I don't think I ought to know about this.
Suit yourself.
You'll never break that door down.
2 so-called special branch types are trying last night.
Yes, I can see somebody's been at it.
And they smashed the lock half off. I noticed you later. Watch. No trouble at all.
Still, better not go in.
Oh, why don't you tell the police? The real police. Come on. Use the phone. Here you are.
Now, look, I've warned you.
I knew it would be the last thing you want to do.
What do you expect to find, anyway?
I'm not sure. Just a hunch that she's still alive.
She's dead. She must be.
You didn't see her? You weren't here?
Well, admitted, but I mean, why should... Listen.
The lift.
Someone's coming. I'm getting out. We can't go out the front door.
The kitchen. Fire escape, quick. Who do you think it is?
It's no use. The back door's locked. There's no key. Better hide.
Where?
Behind this screen.
Yeah, I'll squeeze into the cupboard.
Looks like someone's already arrived. Door's open.
Well, we must have busted in last night.
No, he only half did it. She opened up for us, remember?
Well, that's right.
No one here. Try the bedroom.
Okay.
I'll see in the kitchen.
There's no one here.
Door to the fire escape's locked. No key.
Well, looks like whoever it was has scarpered.
You notice anyone downstairs?
No, should I have?
How about the hall porter?
There wasn't one.
Yeah, that's right.
Isn't he one of the other monks?
That's what's itching me.
Do we answer?
Could be us.
Okay. Hello?
Hello, Reynolds. You reading me?
Yes, sir. It's him. We just arrived.
I thought I'd check.
We think someone was here.
What? Who?
We suspect the hall porter.
Porter? Oh, yes. He's one of...
That's right.
Yeah, which means they know about the car.
Could be.
You better take a quick look round. Though if they've been there already... bad show. Don't risk being seen.
No, Lord Delane.
Report back.
Yes, sir.
You made a mistake.
What?
You identified him.
Well,
maybe bugged. Someone could have heard.
Sorry.
What was that? Behind the screen.
Come on, out of it.
Who's that? The hall porter.
Shit, don't shoot. You overheard more than's good for you.
I didn't. I was only...
Yeah, well, you won't hear this.
Did you have to? I told you shouldn't have said that name.
We better get out.
Here, let's blow.
Here.
Murdered. In cold blood.
God, they didn't kill you.
That was horrible to shoot him like that, right through the forehead.
Nothing you could have done.
Nothing except run.
Why did you go there?
I thought I might spot something, some clue that Caress wasn't dead.
Isn't it better to accept that she is and forget about her?
I can't forget about her, Mother. I'll never get her out of my mind. Not while I believe she's still alive.
It's time for your next client. Oh, I almost forgot. While you were out, the girl from the Cafe Piazza called.
The girl from where?
The silver blonde. You sent her your card.
She turned up. Did she leave her name?
Zoe Bellamy. She said she would probably look in again this afternoon.
Zoe Bellamy, so she has done something about it.
But she wants to model for you in Paris. But you won't let her, will you? These amateurs.
It doesn't matter now who does. Well, I must phone Paris, tell Francois Jules to fix the girl I saw in his office. Mitsu, her name was.
Would you like me to take care of it for you?
Yeah,
dear?
thanks, Mother. I'd better go.
I'll speak to Francois Jules now.
When I've made up my mind about Julaine, I'll stand a better chance of finding Caress through Major Selby.
That's true. Now go on. Never keep the client waiting. I'll get on to Paris.
Yeah, all right, Mother. Yeah, do that.
But first...
Yes, mademoiselle?
Is that you, Major?
I was expecting a phone.
Oh, you were?
So, it's a deal. We can shake hands on it.
If you like.
A bit of a coincidence that Lady Julaine happens to be a client of yours.
What about it?
It's going to be useful to you.
In what way?
That wig she's wearing at tonight's fancy dress jamboree.
The Marie Antoinette wig?
Delivering it to her this afternoon?
Yeah?
You'll drop it in here on the way.
I will. What for?
Don't interrupt, because you're going to learn something about wig making you don't know.
Oh, thanks.
Now, it's this way. Now, listen. Julaine has an agent working for him in Spain.
Spain?
Spain, right. His pad's in Madrid, but he moves around.
And Joseph is stopping off in Spain on his way here.
Joseph touched down at the secret Spanish airfield an hour ago.
Ah, well, that's good. Isn't it?
I do wish you'd stop asking questions.
Oh, sorry.
But just listen, will you?
Right.
Well, let me tell you my way, then at least I'll know what I'm talking about myself.
Yes.
Now, yes, as I was saying, Joseph hit the deck an hour back. He sticks around in hiding until we've got 100% secret hideout ready for him here. You with me? Are you with me?
Can I answer that?
Yes, yes.
Oh, I'm with you.
Now, the snag. I've just had the wire that this chap of Julaine's out there has got on to Joseph's arrival.
Oh.
And where he's holed up.
Oh.
There's been a leakage.
You can say that again.
There's been a leakage. Yes, well, we all slip up now and then. I tell you can't rely on anyone. Anyhow, this agent gets in from Spain tonight.
Coming to London? What for?
Report to Julaine, of course.
Daren't trust putting it over his shortwave.
Oh.
It's dynamite. I might pick it off the air myself. So he's got to make it in person, which is where you come in.
Do I?
Do you know where this Spanish onion will head straight for tonight? Lady Dulane's shindig, of course.
Lady Dulane?
Because that's who he'll hand the message over to.
But why doesn't he go straight to Lord Dulane?
Because this is espionage we're in. Filthy knife in the back, life or death rat race.
I know.
And all the time we've got to look as if our hands are lily white, as if a halo wouldn't melt in our mouth. And who plays it dirtiest and has to appear purer than the driven snow?
You?
Lord Muck himself.
Muck?
Dulane, you nit.
Oh, yes, of course. Yes.
So, you know who the agent is? Top Spanish brass. And tied in tight to the local Nazi setup. Dulane daren't risk even being in the same room with him. Now, Lady Dulane will be wearing the wig, right? And that's where the mini tape recorder will be.
Tape recorder? In the wig?
Well, Lady Dulane won't know, naturally. Agent shows up wearing fancy dress and mask, same as the others. Chats up Lady Dulane. At least that's what she thinks. In fact, what he says is the message in code which the tape picks up. You think it's corny? Dulane's kinky mind? It makes you spit.
Oh.
Only, as it happens, it suits me because it won't be the Spanish onion at all.
Who then? Don't tell me, let me guess.
Exactly, you.
Me.
Who better?
I'm sure I can think of someone.
Now, save your strength. Nothing to it. You'll be all dolled up with mask. You arrive, mix in with the mob, sort out Lady Dulane, cough up your little speech, and skip.
Skip?
Half an hour, no more.
And the real agent?
That's my business. He won't be in your way.
But suppose Lady Dulane finds out. I'll lose a valuable client.
She won't find out.
And Lord Dulane will have bugged the wig, is that it?
Right.
We shall pick up whatever I say to her?
Whatever comes into your head.
Does it have to be in Spanish?
Anything. Spanish, gibberish, make it up as you go along. Can't you imagine their stupid faces when they try to decode it?
Yeah, then, if Dulane's planting a tape in it, why do I have to drop the wig in here on the way? I don't understand.
You don't have to understand. Your job is to get that blasted wig here this afternoon. And you'll do just that.
Only just gone to him there. You don't have to be in all that rush.
Well, I said I'd be at Lady Dulane's at 3, Mother. You know how difficult taxis can be.
Oh, there are dozens in Berkeley Square.
Oh, not this time in the afternoon. Start going home for their tea.
Tea at 2? Don't be silly, dear.
Well, you know what taxi drivers are, Mother. If they see me carrying this enormous parcel, they'll head for home.
Well, it's safely packed anyway.
Thanks, darling.
I wish I could be there to see Lady Dulane in it tonight.
Yeah, I wish you could, too. Well, I'll be on my way.
Oh, don't for goodness sake let it bash against anything. The box isn't strong.
I'll never get a taxi. Taxi! Going for his tea.
Mr. Hilaire?
Yes?
Mr. Hilaire?
Oh, you're...
I'm Zoe Bellamy. I called this morning and your mother said...
Well, I'm in rather a hurry.
Oh.
Yes, I must get a taxi. Oh, taxi!
Well, now, look, let me take you. I've got my car.
Oh, that's all right. Here's a taxi. Taxi! Thanks all the same.
And how about tomorrow?
Yes. Sorry, can't stop.
Where to, sir?
Come along about midday.
See you then.
Yes. Whitehall, please. Corner of Horsecars Avenue. I'm in a hurry.
Yes, sir.
He's certainly stepping on it. Where are you going? Whitehall, I said. Hey, driver. Driver, you're going the wrong way.
I know where I'm going. It's not Whitehall.
What? But look here.
Major's orders.
What do you mean?
You're to meet him somewhere else.
Oh, where?
You'll see, sir. Just sit back and hang on to that parcel.
Well, I suppose it's all right. This place.
This is it.
He's here, this dismal-looking house?
Go ahead.
I'll take that.
Move.
But...
Put your hands up and keep them that way.
Meeting the Major somewhere else, eh?
Go on. Through the front door. And I'm right behind you. Good afternoon.
If you say so.
Where is he? At the back.
What's the idea of bringing me to this place?
You'll find out. Here. Come on. He's here, sir.
Lord Dulane.
We meet again, Mr. Hilaire.
Don't you think he's going a bit far?
Sit down.
I'll take a taxi to Whitehall, find myself some house in Hampstead.
Sit down or I'll knock you down. For the future, don't take taxis to Whitehall. Here's what you want, sir. Oh, good.
It's a wig for your wife.
and it just isn't you.
Shouldn't try to be funny if I were you. Cut it out.
Oh, you'll shoot me in the back? What? I recognize your voice now. When you shot the porter, I was there in the flat.
What the hell did you do that for? You talk too much. Better hand that gun over to me. Yes, sir. Now get out and cool off. Sorry, sir. I won't tolerate this sort of conduct. Take the taxi back where it belongs and report to me in the morning. Yes, sir. Is he all right? I think so, sir. Might have bashed his skull in. He's breathing. Knocked out for a few minutes, that's all. I might have talked him into working for me, but now, really, that stupid fool. He is a bit trigger-happy. What was that about shooting someone in some flat? The girl's flat, sir. We found the hall porter hiding. Good grief, if my chief gets to know. It's all hushed up, sir. I should hope so. Now, about this blessed wig my wife's wearing tonight. It's supposed to be delivered to her by 3 o'clock. It's now... Just on 2:30. I haven't got too much time. Got to be properly fixed up. Yes, sir. Well, we'd better get back to my office. I've got the gadget all ready, sir. Take a couple of minutes. You're sure nothing can go wrong? Definitely not. Very simple operation. The timing worries me. If it should go off too early, my wife... Trust me, sir. It's 100% foolproof. Then you'll deliver it, pretending you're a messenger. Have to think up some story. Leave it to me, Lord Tulane. Right. Oh, what about him? Oh. Wake up thinking he's had a bit of a bad dream or something. Come on, then.
Oh. Mr. Hilaire?
Oh.
It's all right, Mr. Hilaire.
Yeah. What hit me? Where am I? Who are you?
I'm Zoe Bellamy. You remember?
Oh, yes. Oh, my head.
Oh. Come on. Let me help you to my car.
What? Your car? What are you doing here?
Well, as a matter of fact, I heard you tell the taxi driver to go to Whitehall, but he shot off in the very opposite direction. I had the idea you were being kidnapped, so I followed in my car.
Well, yes. Oh, thank you very much.
Was the parcel you were carrying worth very much?
The wig. Where is it? They've taken it. Oh, no. Well, wasn't all that valuable.
Well, then why were they after it?
Eh? Oh, my head. Probably a rival hairdresser or something.
Oh, you mean a trade secret thing?
Yeah, that's a good idea. I mean, yes, that's it. Yeah.
But you still want to go to the address you gave in Whitehall?
Yes, I'd better report my loss. And if you start asking me what I was doing, taking a whacking great wig to Whitehall, well, the answer is, it's none of your business.
Come on, Mr. Hilaire, I'll take you.
It's all right. I can get a taxi.
A taxi? After what happened to you last time? You must be mad. Come on, I'll take you for a ride.
Yeah, thanks. If you'll put me down at the corner of the Horse Cars Avenue, then. I don't want to take you out of your way.
I see. So what's happened means that Tulane must be bugging this very office.
He's bugging what you're bugging from the other people.
He'll end up by bugging himself, that's what he'll do. How else could he have known about the wig? It's damned unethical, you know.
They'll deliver it to Lady Tulane as if it's come from me. She was expecting me, too. I was to see it fitting.
Oh, they'll con her with some story.
There was something I was trying to remember on my way here in the car.
The girl, Zoe Bellamy. She didn't see you come in.
No. Made her drop me on the corner.
Good show. What were you trying to remember?
Seemed to recover consciousness for a second or two and then blacked out again. Something about the wig. I heard Lord Tulane say he sounded afraid it might go off before the time.
I've got it.
Got what?
This is terrific. Great stuff.
Oh?
We pull the switch.
Switch?
Well, you won't be taking the agent's place after all.
Oh, God, I don't have to go.
Of course you've got to go. We leave Tulane's chappie strictly alone. Let him arrive, all unsuspecting. Why, it cries out for it. Why ever didn't I think of it before?
Why ever didn't you?
The Spanish agent turns up, goes through his performance, beats it, feeling happy he's done his stuff. Well, don't you get it?
Well, what's worrying me is where do I come in? You said I had to be there.
As Marie Antoinette.
Yeah. As who?
You'll be there impersonating Lady Tulane dressed up as this Marie Antoinette.
Dressed up as a woman? I can't.
You not only can, but you will. It's the obvious switch, don't you see?
No, I can't, I tell you. I won't.
But you haven't got the idea. Do I have to bash it into your stupid skull? You'll be wearing the wig.
In episode 5 of the